Queenie, thank you for keeping the time for me. Girl, I messed up bad on our channel, honey. That's why I got to be back here. But that's fine. I need to make sure I have content on this channel too. But, oh, I know because I want to make sure I get all my feelings out on the record. I meant to talk about talk about that damn wolf and what she said about Diva and and her situation about getting a job and all of that, and talking about her husband playing the game, implying that the people don't work. I don't know, how slow she is. I don't know how development she is. I really don't. Because if she's listening that hard, she knows damn well that Diva husband goes to work and he takes care of the household. So, however, so just like she Pap has damn memberships and yeah, bitch, I know you listening, and you can go to the wall on this channel and you can take your ass and listen to that link because I talked about your ass on that link as well. On that last live I did on our channel. But what I want to say is change about this. What I want to say is you talking about uh, the diva passed a whole bunch of jobs and stuff like that to be able to go and to the courthouse and support R. Kelly, whatever, speak out against R. Kelly. First of all, that ain't none of your fucking business. That's the problem. That's your fucking problem. That's your fucking problem. Other people's business is none of your motherfucking business. She ain't asked you to pay. And if I'm not mistaken, when Devo did a live and shit like that, he showed where Ardrina Spencer and then gave you money. Somebody paid for your hotel, whatever one of them places and shit. I think it was loyalty or something goddamn about it. So what we doing? What the fuck are we doing? How the hell you talking about her getting cash apps and memberships and shit like that on her channel is the same shit you do? You got some fucking nerve. You take care of a nigga. Talk about your shit. Talk about your setup. Worry about your setup. Don't worry about Sylvia's setup. Don't worry about none of that. Worry about your shit. You don't talking about, your business, your life ain't shouldn't be out. You gonna keep fucking around, it's gonna be out here. Talk about your motherfucking shit. Motherfuckers get on my nerve. So fucking abnormal. You motherfuckers need to get a real friend. And don't get your friends and whatever else off YouTube in this motherfucking sector. Don't you have one around the corner, around the streets or whatever? Where's your friends? God damn. Like, where the fuck are they? That girl, husband, takes care of her household. But, and I'm not taking up for no motherfucking body, but I'm looking like you got some goddamn nerve. When we saw you on the road, most likely footing the whole goddamn bill in the truck you done bought for his motherfucking ass. And you had to give him money to get something, and he tried to short you 10. He was set up. Deeper setup isn't that. That is such a shitty motherfucking way. But that's why you don't have no motherfucking friends. That's why you don't have no hometown, no, no goddamn friends. You the lonely motherfucker. That's why you saying everybody goddamn business. You have that much time. I don't have time for that. And even if I had time for that shit, I wouldn't be in nobody's goddamn business. Y'all some miserable motherfuckers. Y'all pocket watch, coochie watch, education watch. Your goddamn ass a fucking life. Y'all drop no motherfucking receipts of present day life. I'm the only one that has. I've dropped past, and present. And I can tell you what I'm gonna be doing in the goddamn future. The fuck? Boy, I ain't have your you to calm it down. But what I'm saying, no, this was something I meant to say, and I thought about it listening to her damn live. Like, who does that? Mind your damn business. You should be learning, knowing the name of your grands and stuff. That's what you should be doing. When you gonna do that? Well, I don't like shit like that. I want to give Sylvia some goddamn. You can't give nobody no advice. You do not have it going on. You're not a boss. You don't have nothing popping and whatever. And the truth of the matter, ain't nobody checking for you, motherfuckers. Okay, that's the truth of the goddamn matter. Wanna shit worry about me and talk about me, baby? I'm straight. I guarantee you. I know the best people in the motherfucking world. I bet you I got the best people that I deal with off here. I bet you they the best. At you goddamn fucking weirdos. You had got me so crazy. I'm questioning people. I know that is um speaking the truth when they saw that whole Diddy situation. And I can get my hands on that live because I'm going to review it and react to it. I surely am. I don't care who has a problem with it. I am. Time somebody will send it to me and want to make excuses about y'all don't know what happened in the room, all this bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me? That girl was retreating. Um, um, Levi's live when he had they say he had, I think, Larry and Oak Cove and that man up there. I don't know. And they said that Levi called the girl prostitute or something like that. That live. He did one, you know, did lives back to back. I'm talking about that first one. That he said he played the two clips and he deleted it because he didn't want to get struck. With a paranoid ass. Just weird. that girl was retreating, meaning if if she was a threat in that room, she was no longer a threat. Even the police officers wouldn't be allowed to shoot her if she was, involved in a some type of brawl or whatever, not brawl, but some type of fight or whatever, and then she retreated. They would simply have to take her into custody, not grab her ass, throw her down like a damn rag doll. I mean, he one hand her. Need to be ashamed of yourselves. One thing about it, um, I can listen. I don't have to um always like you for life. I can listen as you change. I can change my goddamn perception about you and how I feel about your ass. Shit. And what pisses me off is that, and because y'all don't know nothing about status, don't worry about it. I tell you, if you associate with me in some kind of whatever, and you got views or something, it makes it y'all if y'all might not understand it, but it is say something about me that I would, be okay or be, down like four flat tires with people like that. That's not me. And as y'all saw when I was talking to my friend, well, my ex, I had to get some clarity. Because sometimes he be, like he he is very smart. And that's the one that, one of the ones that sound like old white boy. All I'm sound like a white boy. But and I had to make sure, because, like, huh? I wanted to make sure that this shit that goes on in this sector that y'all think is normal. It's normal for low lives. Yeah, that's what I said. Because I tell you, I'm tired. Tired of being nice. But with real ones, real people, folk, I deal with my perfect motherfucking people. Guess what? They all appalled. And some of them were Diddy fans. They're not making no excuses for that behavior. They're not trying to figure out what happened. The fuck you mean what happened? She's not standing at the elevator with a 380. She got her bags. You wasn't on that line. I thought I thought that they say you got up there when he um called that girl a prostitute. Then he gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about when I say he said because prostitution doesn't involve sex. What? He done found some some wait a minute. He done found some article, and this I don't know why he keep trying to use these articles and shit like that. And in the article or whatever some publication he was reading, they used the word um prostitute as uh what is it called when they It's not. They're not using it to represent it literally, but it's figuratively. That was the figuratively use of that word,
Mm.
not literally. Prostitution involves sex, and you gonna come after my Muslim credentials, and you're using an excerpt from a goddamn publication that is only describing a behavior. That's he's trying the author is trying to describe a behavior in which it makes that person look desperate and cheap and willing to do anything. So the author used the word prostitute, not to be confused with what prostitution means under the law. Damn, counselor, go ahead.
I
Go
know
ahead.
what you're talking about now. I remember I only came in on a split second of that, but what I was telling Mr. Levi during that time was that he was
You kind of
battling
far away,
semantics.
Mo.
Oh, I'm
Mo,
so far away.
you kind of low.
Oh,
You kind
okay.
of low. All right.
Can you hear me now?
Say something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was telling Mr. Levi at that time is that he was mired in semantics. So he was and he'll do that
Yeah.
sometimes if he feels like that'll help him to win the battle. Is
Yeah.
he'll play around with what the definition might be, or he'll vacillate back and forth, or sometimes pretend as if there's not a legal definition and a clinical definition and a
Mm-hmm.
layperson's definition. Like that's a part of English. That's why English is one of the more difficult languages to learn, because the same word, depending upon the tone, the context, and all of that, can be used in different ways. And so, of course, you know how he does. So I get up there and I'm just trying to say, like, Mr. Lever, what you're talking about is different, and getting back to the heart of the matter about what prostitution actually is, and that there should also be other factors considered. But of course, it was one of those times where he was trying to lock me in on the definition that he wanted to be either right or wrong. But I didn't, again, when we were talking about it, I did not agree with the way he was using it. But then he, of course, went down on the other stuff. And then I did say, okay, well, here are certain circumstances where they would be when I answered directly. But again, I'm answering directly because of the context he's trying to force me into, but we're not in that
Oh,
context. And
right.
he does that sometimes to try to win his arguments or debates. But yeah, like we all know that that term can be used in contexts that are in no way talking about uh sexual activity in any way, shape, or form. But
Right.
you know how it goes with him. And
Yeah, but
whatever angle will
when
end the
you say
debate is what he'll use.
prostitution and equate it with the law, when they talk about prostitution, when they come to equating it with the law, you're talking that's legal. You're talking
Yeah.
about sex, and when you're
Yes.
using it to describe a behavior that is where like you're unworthy, you're
Yeah.
useless, and you're trading your talents or your skills or whatever for nothing, you're getting
Hmm.
used or whatever, then you can use the word prostitute. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But talking about the law, that's something different. You're
Yeah.
talking about the law, that's what you're talking about.
Exactly. And if you apply
He's
any
not
of those definitions out of context, it's not going to make sense. Or someone could certainly have
right.
an argument that that's wrong, but it's because the use of it there is being misappropriated. Same way I use the term all the time. I say, well, somebody has bastardized whatever this concept is. We're not talking about a child at that time that's been born
Exactly.
to unwed. We're not talking in that context. I'm talking about that this has
Hmm.
been misused or manipulated in some way to be used in a way that it was not intended. But again, when he gets me in there, he's locking me into his definition that he wants to
Hmm.
stand at that time. And then when I come with the extra, then he says, see what she did, y'all. She does
Yeah.
this quite a bit, and so does so many of the people, who these black female academicians, they want
Yeah.
to mislead you, and see what she did. She went off, she talked about a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm like, no, we have to keep bringing context back into these conversations because that
Exactly.
is what is being missed.
Exactly. It's important. And he acts like he doesn't get that words, the same word used in different, in a different context, it will change not the actual meaning of the word, but it will change. What am I trying to say? I'm so damn sleepy. It would. I don't know. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's for
The application. Hmm.
application. Yeah. That mean it's I mean, I don't get it. It's not a competition out here. This is crazy.
Hmm.
It's crazy. It makes me want, okay, go find a test and we can settle this. Go
Yeah.
let somebody finish us all a test. We'll settle this. Other than that, don't come for my stuff when you don't have nothing for me to insult.
Hmm.
I can't compare, whatever your stuff, your education to what
Yeah.
okay, I can't insult it. So it's not a fair fight.
And I think sometimes Mr. Levi tries, and not just Mr. Levi, but a lot of people in
Yeah.
in these sectors when they're having these conversations, when you're joining in on these conversations, you have to accept a few things to be true, so we're on the same playing field. And the fact of the matter
Hmm.
is, whatever field you are in, there are certain agreed upon procedures, agreed upon definitions, agreed upon applications, and also agreed upon rules that are in place within that field. And so if you're going to speak on it, you have to be willing to take on and accept what those agreed upon things are, or else we're just not even in the same conversation. And
Right.
sometimes that's what Mr. Levi and people who sometimes, you know, bastardize what they believe the law to be, is
Hmm.
that they're just not accepting the other things that the lawyers, the judges, the clerks of the court, all of these people, they have all accepted. I'm going to be in this field, and I've accepted that this is how we will play the game. The same as with baseball, football, whatever. If you That's the difference between a street game of basketball and the game that we see on the NBA, and why there are two different pay scales for both. Because one
Hmm.
of them, they might be elbowing, pushing, shoving, ain't calling fouls that aren't, different sorts of things, because that's street ball. You can do different things. Uno, you can play the game of Uno and, apply things one way, but when you read the actual instructions for that game, or if you're going from the NBA, I mean, from street ball to the NBA, there are going to be certain things that you're used to doing out there that are acceptable in that context that are absolutely unacceptable in the NBA,
Right.
or in, what have you. But sometimes he played and he'll vacillate. For me, that's the challenge that I get with Mr. Levi. He'll vacillate back and forth
Hmm.
between being this purist legal scholar who, if you're a purist, then you're willing to support the law and approach it within the confines of the rules that are there. But then he'll
Right.
say, no, 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 but only so much, which makes you not at all a purist in the way that I see it. But
Right.
that's just me.
Right. You can't. I mean, and my thing is, you can't, if you don't have a foundation in law when reading motions, when reading the response, and then reading what the judge's rulings are or was, you're not going to your interpretation. um
Mhm.
First of all, it doesn't need an interpretation because it has already been decided. So all you have to do
Mhm.
is just read what's there. You said, well, no, well, I remember one time you told me, well, the law is meant to be interpreted. Yeah, not by you though. That's that you, and there's no disrespect. the people that's interpreting the law, okay, they're interpreting statutory law, right? So when they interpret the law, that now becomes common law, i.e. case law, all right? Because statutorily, it was too broad. So they had to make it make sense and fit the particular case, the particular circumstance. So when that judge writes that opinion, all right, that will set precedent. Precedence
Mm-hmm.
and authority is what creates case law,
Mm-hmm.
aka common law. Okay, you get common law because statutory law, which is what's written. When you see the penal code, when I read, 18 USC section 3238, okay, that is your statutory. All right, it tells what it is, what the penalty, blah blah, blase, whatever. Okay, it tells you know it tells you what the crime is, what the crime is. All right, the judge tries to interpret because it's too broad. Then that's when
Mm-hmm.
they come up with these, just like just take for instance, just say we're talking about Roe versus Wade, which was a landmark decision. All right, that is what that is an example, prime example of a precedent. Okay, or also sometimes can be a case law. That is what that they create the case law to help decide other cases that with similar circumstances. It doesn't have it doesn't have to have a you said it doesn't have to have a case law that have to do with sexual activity. I don't know why I'm all over the place because I'm damn delirious. But in order to apply it to Mr. Kelly's case, all right, it's the circumstance. If they're deciding, if in R. Kelly's case, if they're deciding if a cell phone would be considered interstate commerce, okay, when of making these videos or whatever. All right, they can get a case involving a cell phone that had nothing to do with sex. It could have been that had something to do with a business contract, and some, a question about a cell phone being interstate commerce come up. A lawyer can use that case law if it was favorable. Okay, and that's how you decide. But some people think that early on, before I had to correct people, they was like, "Oh, they're using case law dealing with stuff that don't have nothing to do with Mr. Kelly's charges." Honey, that's because it's not the charges; it's the circumstance. All right,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Mm-hmm.
it's like yeah, it's a nightmare, honey. It's a nightmare, and I think I had people don't understand when you're trying to translate professional into um, a language that a lay person can understand about the
Mm-hmm.
law. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to translate legalese and make it layese, okay, for lay
Yeah.
people in hell. But so
Yeah.
sometimes I have to try to find the appropriate word so people can understand. But like I told him, you tell me when I've been wrong about what I said with the case. I said I got it down to what he was gonna get in both cases, 30
Mm-hmm.
and 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's rarely done. And I didn't have the files. I didn't have his records and anything like that because I'm not his attorney on record. I don't have his stuff.
Yeah.
And you gonna challenge my credentials and you ain't got
Mm-hmm.
nothing right yet?
Yeah. And I
Not
think some of the
nothing.
things
You
that part of what I think people need to understand as well is, and you know this because you've taught before, like me, even at the collegiate level, is you still have to scaffold the information. So because he'll do that to you sometimes too. You'll tell him, hey, this is how such and such work. And then he thinks he has it down. He's like, okay, now I got it. And then he applies it and you're like, no, 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 actually that situation would be different. And then he says, see, oh, you're changing. That's not the case. Like you said, when you're teaching very complex, nuanced topics like you are now to a layperson, you really have to teach it to them and pretty much take the nuance out of it so they can even understand it. And that's what you would even do in a classroom. You teach the base level. Once they have that down pat, then you can add this layer of frosting, if you will, onto the cake. And you can say, okay, now that you have that part down, now let's bring up this. Because here's where it actually is a little bit differently. We taught it to you this way, but it's actually applied a little bit different under these special circumstances or whatever the case may be, right? So sometimes he gets frustrated with that too, because you're teaching it to him, but you're doing what is a very common teaching and best practice, quite frankly, teaching technique, which is scaffolding. You're scaffolding the information. You give it this 1 + 1 is 2. Okay. And I've given you that. And once you get that down and you can nail that every single time I present it, then I go and say, okay, what about if you add a multiplication in there? Okay. And what about, okay, now you have that part down. Now let me add exponents in here. Okay. Now you have that down. Now let me add, what about parentheses gets added into the equation? It's not that 1 + 1 is not still the same, but you're scaffolding and you're building upon the information, the base information, because there's actually way more nuance into that 1 + 1 that still needs to consider the higher you want to go up in this debate. But then he'll say that as like, oh, you know, by you going up, taking me up to the exponent level now, that means that you've been influenced to take people up to the exponent level by white people or by whatever. And you're trying to change it up on me, and I actually have better understanding than you do, which is
right. It's crazy to me. Yeah, like, huh? Like, no, that's not how it works. No. You know, that's not how, you know, that's not how it works. And I went far into more stuff than I had planned to, but it, you know, everybody was understanding what I was saying and stuff, and then I said, okay, well, we can, you know, go into breaking down the emotions and things of that nature, because I was initially only going to stay on my favorite part was in school was the rules of evidence, and so and charging, right? So I just really wanted to stay there. I wanted to talk about the elements and break down the indictment. And
did he ever read the rules of evidence? Because you've been trying to get him to get on them rules of evidence, I know, for at least a couple years. Has he ever gotten down to it?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. They're gonna get mad because I said he don't read the paperwork. He doesn't, because he asked me to send the same paperwork that I have sent several times. I go over there with the paperwork, and then when we get back to my channel, he act like he ain't never seen it again. And with send me that, I said I already sent it to you twice. You know, like, are you serious? You know, you're not reading it, because if you would have read
meet the narrative, it doesn't fit the narrative.
Exactly, it does. Exactly, it does not fit the narrative. So you're not, you know, you're not going to use it. You're not going to use it because it's not fitting what you're trying to you know, put out. So I don't know what you know. I don't know how can I be any assistance, because what's going to happen? You're just going to continue to put out false narratives.
Well, for the record, and I'm gonna keep saying this every now and again, he still never circled back. If y'all remember that whole claim that he used to make all the time about all of the producers from the R. Kelly documentary walked away in protest because they disagreed and it was all lies. And then I read that whole entire article, and he slipped back into silence on that and said he had to do some research. He had some paperwork that was disprove what I said, and ended up that debate. And remember, he said, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to come back with all this evidence that I have on that. I'm still waiting for that debate.
Oh wow!
He never came back. Never came back to it.
Oh wow. Nope.
So same thing with
Nope.
you. He keeps saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go and read it. Oh, send it to me. I'm gonna read these rules of evidence," and he never gets around to it.
Exactly. And because see, if you read the rules of evidence, you will then see where those text messages is a no go.
Hmm.
Okay. You when you read that and then you tackle substantive law and ship procedural law. When you tackle those, you will see that when it comes to someone they allege is a minor, your defense it diminishes. Okay, it's you got you don't have much to work with. All right, so so what the putting the father in it and thinking that because of the father's actions that he's going to be cleared, that's not that's not uh that's highly unlikely, because for one, all right, it would be the prosecutors that would have the parents would have had the parents as a witness. Now they're thinking that they can call the parents as a witness. You won't be able to do that and ask them the questions about that. Uh, ask them questions to try to make it seem as if they set them up, because remember that the law states that we as the adult is supposed to know. And again, I don't agree with this, because there ain't much different between a 17 and an 18-year-old. But and this was on Nicole Blank Becker's website, that regardless, that the law states that we're supposed to know that you're dealing with someone that is a minor. Okay, so you don't have a defense as to why you ended up sleeping with him or what have you. If that's the case, all right. I'm still gonna use alleged or whatever. So you don't have a defense because they don't care. Like I said, she could have been in the. She could have forced you. And remember, in one of those motions, even Jennifer Bonjean, she didn't say, well, she said that it was the mama and Azrael doing the enticing and things of that nature, whatever. And that got shot down. So if they shot the enticement part, whatever, down, you know that they would shoot down some sexual activity. Think about it. Them parents, even though they got their daughter in that type of situation, the judge had already precluded anything about the parents. This is acting as if they okay the relationship, or they agreed to. I read it in the motion. They precluded that. Okay, precluded, which means they precluded evidence with regards to that. Anytime a judge precludes something, she doesn't say, okay, I'm precluding this piece of evidence, that piece of evidence, that piece of evidence. No, when she says she precludes, that means whatever evidence that comes in, you cannot use that for your defense to try to pin something on the parents. And that's as plain as I can put it. Yeah, the only and for people who are legal scholars, look at your rules of evidence. Look at your substantive and your procedural law, and you'll know why it was precluded. It'll, reading it and understanding it, you will know why. I told you, substantive law deals with what is prohibited and what are our rules under the law. Procedural law deals with how they govern the rules and regulations that's already preset in the law. But he won't read it. You know, I don't know.
He
What's up,
definitely.
Cookie?
Hey, Cookie. I'm gonna have to jump off here though, so I'll
Cookie,
talk
I'm
to y'all
rambling
later.
and I'm delirious. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mo. Y'all, I am mumbling and all over the place because I am sleepy. I'm gonna get off in a minute, but yeah, I just wish somehow that you know if we don't all have to get along or whatever. I just wish that the attacks and stuff like that would stop. But in if you don't, if you stop attacking or someone, they will eventually stop attacking you. Will stop attacking you. I'm so sleepy and delirious like I'm drunk and high on crack at the same time. This phone is making all kinds of noises. I don't know what that signal means. When I go to it, I see absolutely nothing. So I don't know what it means. I need somebody with a galaxy to help. I'm serious. You know, I know y'all didn't understand nothing I just said or about the law or whatever, but y'all don't heard me talk about these things, break down these things earlier. Um, uh, that was where is Devi? I thought I saw Devi. I know. I thought I saw Devi. Listen, I had kind of blanked my eyes for a minute, and I thought I saw Devi sitting at a bar with a cigar in his mouth. Oh, now I heard, just now I heard. Child, mama laughing. I need to get it together. Yeah, but I can't do it. What you call it thing, y'all? You know, a nice Tesla um, thing to go over your license plate. Warm delivery, yes. Um, he text said you were still live, but going off. He was watching the replay. Oh, I wasn't really going off. I was just talking about, you have people that will remark on someone else's life as if their life is all of that. It's good. You know, are you fucking serious? And when we see and hear what the hell is going on, I'm telling you, for some of you motherfuckers, I'm developing a strong sense of just contempt. I'm telling you. And then when you be at the place of uh, hate and discontent and shit like that, I don't want to be around uh, uh, people that make you feel like that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm talking about in the love. Um, hey, have y'all ever ate uh, ball ball head peanuts? Hmm. Ooh, ooh. and and so, and yeah, and then that lady over talking about and trying to insinuate that Dio husband sit up there and play the Pac-Man, the game machine all day. That's a goddamn lie. Okay, she was able. Who is calling me? Who is that from South Korea? Hello. No, I said from South Korea. It said, wait a minute, it says underway a crash, deadly shooting near Mall Parkway in DeKalb County.
First at midday, we are following breaking news for you. Police investigating a deadly shooting in a busy shopping area. That's right, the scene unfolding near a Walmart parking lot in Stonecrest. We want to get straight to 11 Alive's Bobeth Yates, who is live in DeKalb County for us this morning. So, Bobeth, what are police saying about this investigation?
Well, they're giving us some details, but I wanted to let you know this scene just cleared just about 10 minutes ago, but you can still see remnants of this incident behind me. Right here, a light pole that was hit, and then further down the street, a utility box where the car actually landed. To give you some perspective, this is Mall Parkway, and the side entrance of the mall Walmart parking lot. Officials say this incident did not happen on Walmart property.
The unofficial start to summer is underway.
Oh, wait a
Day
minute, I
weekend
done hit
travel, it is
something.
in full swing from the world's busiest
Y'all,
airport.
please don't let the old folk, hold on. All this swiping and all this, y'all know how to do that. I don't know how to do no damn swiping. Up and swipe to the side. They don't never swipe. Sick of this shit. And to be honest, I done sat up here and I done talked and told y'all something. I think it's right. I'm pretty sure it's right. I was just sleeping. I told you.
But of course, they did have this entire side entrance and this road shut down for hours. Now, officials say this all began around 7:30 this morning when they arrived on the 8400 block of Mall Parkway in reference a vehicle accident. But what they found was much more. They discovered the body of an adult female driver with multiple gunshot wounds. The DeKalb PD says a witness reported seeing a male running from the vehicle after the collision, but they did not said they could not give us any additional details. But a witness 11 Alive spoke to say that two people were arguing and one of them pulled out a gun and shot the other. They say the victim was driving a gray car, attempted to get away, but lost control of the car, hitting a light pole, and then the car came to a rest on top of a utility box. Now, we did speak to a passerby about this ordeal, and they had advice for other domestic violence victims. Take a listen.
We go through domestic violence every day. If you guys need help, seek help, support system, and the police and the law enforcement is here for us.
Again, this scene was cleared just about 10 minutes ago after the wrecker came to pick up that car. Now, officials also tell us that there may still have been a body in the car. They had it covered the entire time we are here. Now, again, they say they're continuing to investigate this incident and will provide more details as they become available. Live in DeKalb, Bobeth Yates, 11 Alive News.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. The layers still peeling off of this story, and to always get...
Oh, Lord, I did it again. I did it again. Hold on. Y'all gonna show me how to,
First at midday, we are following breaking news.
There may still have been a body in the car. They had it covered the entire time we are here. Now, again, they say they're continuing to investigate this incident and will provide more details as they become available. Live in DeKalb, Bobeth Yates, 11 Alive News.
All right, Bobeth, thank you. The layers still peeling off of this story, and to always get the latest updates, download the free 11 Alive News app to get that breaking news sent directly to your phone.
Okay, now I got a fresh live. I can play which. Okay, so give me the ones from earlier. I'm sorry, just be I got a fresh live so I can play the ones you have given me. As soon as I go to
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored. 40-year-old Latoya Harris and her boyfriend, 41-year-old Terrence Washington, are both behind bars in Louisiana tonight. They're likely on a path straight to hell, and you will agree. This is after Harris's 15-year-old daughter was severely abused by the couple at their home in Terrebonne Parish, just outside of New Orleans. How bad was the abuse? Investigators say Washington shot the teen on 2 different occasions with a shotgun. One time in the chest. Police say he also raped her. And in order to cover that crime up, the teen's mother set her on fire, blaming her. And also never getting her a treatment for the gunshot wounds. The damage was so bad, the teenager lost half of her face and one of her eyes. She remains hospitalized after all of this was uncovered during a car accident in Baytown, nearly 300 miles from their home in Thibodaux, Louisiana. And joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight, we have with us Ashlyn Brothers, who is a reporter from Fox 8 in New Orleans, WDUE-TV. Ashlyn, thank you for joining us. Such a tragic situation that we have here with this 15-year-old who is from Louisiana and, of course, got into an accident here. And that's why investigators found out that she was in distress and abused. But take us to the beginning. How did we get here?
Yeah, so, initially what police say is that this had been going on for months, right? The alleged abuse, the buried abuse, if you will, had been going on dating back to around February, what we call carnival season, when police say that there was distress within the household.
And
right?
We're talking about her mother and her mother's boyfriend.
Yes. So she lived in a home with them. And from what I've been told by relatives, she had moved in about a year and a half before these incidents. So she hadn't been living there for too long. But what we've been told by police is that that's when things started to go awry. That's when police say that the boyfriend admitted to sexually abusing the girl for numerous accounts, right? And then at that point, police say that the mother then burned the girl, and the police say that this was something that she was doing as a sort of cover-up for what had happened. Police also say that the mother blamed the 15-year-old for the incidents that had occurred. It wasn't until the shooting incident where police say that the boyfriend shot the 15-year-old on 2 different occasions that then they took off for Texas.
That is incredible. So the mother burned the girl, according to police, in order to cover up her being sexually assaulted by her boyfriend, according to investigators, right?
That is, to my understanding, I would have to check back with that. But yes, that to my understanding, that's what police say.
Do we know who the 15-year-old was living with before back to the home with her mother and her mother's boyfriend? Who was she living with then?
So here at my station, we've been very delicate with how we've been phrasing this, and we have spoken with the relatives who she was living with before. We have decided to call them relatives, very close family members. Yeah.
And they're the couple that you guys interviewed and said, the communications was fine, and then it became few and far in between, from calls to text messages, and then she just disappeared.
Yeah, and what these family members say is when they started cutting off communication, or rather when the teen stopped being as responsive. They say after revisiting with this teen once she was in the hospital, they say she was terrified, that she was scared, alleging that the two who were accused of these heinous crimes were sort of feeding her false information about what might happen if she were to come forward.
Wow. And so they left Louisiana and came to Texas in fear that he would be arrested for harming her. And then they got into an accident here in Texas in an area we call Baytown, just outside of Houston, where and investigators, CPS Child Protective Services, saw the girl and notified other family members and said, you need to, and the hospital saying, you need to prepare yourself. Just how bad was this child, Ashley? As far as the abuse and the injuries that she sustained, I believe she lost an eye, right, as well?
Yeah, so they had to remove an eye, so they're working to try and get a prosthetic for her. Several face injuries from the pictures that I saw, we didn't share on air just because they're that graphic. Half of her face is burned off. There's no skin. Police say that she had suffered a gunshot wound to her chest and to her face. So there's that as well. And then, they say that the mother had refused to take the daughter to treatment at a hospital, but treated the burns. However, police say that they did not treat the gunshots. So you can imagine what state she was in, having not received any sort of treatment for those.
And we're talking about a 15-year-old girl. That is a nightmare to go through that, to endure something like that at such a young age, and at the hands, allegedly, according to investigators, at the hands of your mother, and she allowed someone to abuse you. It's just mind-blowing. Ashland Brothers from Fox 8, WPUE, great job in reporting this story, such a tragedy. But thank you for sharing it with us. We need to make people aware that things like this still exist, where a mother could allegedly sacrifice their child for a boyfriend.
Well, new details tonight in that heartbreaking case of a Terrebonne teen that deputies say was tortured at the hands of her mother and her mother's boyfriend.
That was so crazy. And I had just seen that one the other day. What's the other one? Just be, is that? Hold on, and the mama in it. Was they on drugs? Okay. I'm playing Just B's contributions today. Thank you so much.
All hell has broken loose on Capitol Hill today. There was some good news. The House passed a bill, so the government likely won't avert a shutdown. We're waiting to see what the Senate does with it. That is their very basic duty, to keep the government open and funded. And yet tensions are still erupting basically everywhere. Speaker Mike Johnson seemed to call it today.
Members have been here for, as Leader Scalise said, for 10 weeks. This place is a pressure cooker.
10 whole weeks. A pressure cooker, or maybe a WWE steel cage match. Because just minutes before we heard that assessment from the new speaker, anger came to a tipping point between the old speaker and one of the 8 Republicans who voted to oust him, Congressman Tim Burchett of Tennessee, claiming he now was sucker punched in the back by Kevin McCarthy. We also have audio of just this entire incident, so you can hear for yourself what happened.
I think it went all right. Sorry, Kevin. Didn't mean to elbow. Why'd you elbow me in the back, Kevin? Hey, Kevin, you got any guts? Jerk. You got so they sat there and the reporter said it right there. What kind of chicken move is that? You're pathetic, man. You are so pathetic. What a jerk. You need security, Kevin.
Did not end there. McCarthy later denied hitting Burchett, saying, quote, if I had kidney punched someone, they would be on the ground.
It was a clean shot to the kidneys. You just don't expect a guy who was at one time 3 steps away from the White House to hit you with a sucker punch in the hallway.
No, I would not elbow. I would not hit him in a kidney. Run and hit the guy. I did not kidney punch him. I did not shoot anything like that.
You didn't shove him?
No.
These are taxpayer-funded lawmakers we're talking about here. I should note, Congressman Burchett is here live. We're going to speak to him in just a second. But just to give you a full picture of the full crazy on Capitol Hill today, what if I told you that a senator challenged a witness at a hearing to stand his butt up and fight? With that offer accepted, only to be broken up before it came to blows by Senator Bernie Sanders.
You want to run your mouth? We can be 2 consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on. Oh, stop it. Is that your
No,
solution?
sit down. Sit down. You know, you're a United States Senator.
No, you are not imagining things. You just saw that. That was Republican Senator Markwayne Mullin from Oklahoma picking a physical fight with the Teamsters president, Sean O'Brien, in what was supposed to be a hearing on labor unions. But that's not even all of it. There was more boiling over in that congressional pressure cooker today. I present to you James Comer, the Republican chairman of the House Oversight Committee, and Democrat Congressman Jared Moskowitz.
That is bull. You look like a Smurf here, just going around and all this stuff.
You're doing stuff with your brother. The American people have the same question. Why should they believe you?
You've already been proven a liar.
Who's proven me a liar? You?
Yes.
All of that actually happened just today within the span of a few hours in Congress, the People's House, not a junior high school. Let's go straight to the source now with Tennessee Republican Congressman Tim Burchett. Congressman, you just heard Kevin McCarthy there denying what you said. What's your response to that?
Well, thank you for having me on, Ms. Collins. I noticed when he got to the part about that, his voice got a few octaves higher. I don't know if you caught that or not. That's a pretty good indicator. But actually, I never said it in the beginning. It was Claudia Grisales from NPR. Or if you follow her on Twitter, C. Grisales, she actually documented the whole series of events pretty well. And I was called by reporters about it when I was on the House floor because I was a little shocked that there wasn't any really reporters around when it happened, just her. And it was in the hallway outside of the Republican conference meeting, and I was standing there, and I got somebody hit me in the back, and I leaned forward a little bit, and she said, "Man, I've been here a long time," or something like that. I've never seen anything like that. And then I turned to Kevin. I said something to him, and he, of course, as he does, he had his little security detail, and he marched off, and then I went and confronted him about it. But I think this really just shows to America why the 8 of us did what we did. This is the man that was 3 steps away from the White House, and it's I wish we could get back to talking about a balanced budget or building a wall between us and Mexico, maybe, or even talking about helping out the folks in Israel. But these are the kind of things that folks like that do, and so it's a big distraction.
Just to be clear, you're saying he's lying when he says he didn't hit you?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, it's all you have to do is read what the lady from NPR said. I think that's and NPR, ma'am, you know my voting record, or if you don't, it's every conservative rating agency in the country rates me in the high 90 percentile, and so I dare say I would not be the friend to a lot of the NPR listeners. So she has no reason to cover for me. Well,
you were saying, that he punched you in your kidneys. Are you in pain tonight? Have you seen a doctor?
No, and it doesn't really matter. That's not the point at all. Even if I was, I wouldn't talk about it. I'm not filing an ethics complaint on him. It's just, it's just a sad asterisk on the end of his career.
You seem to think that this.
Out of control.
You seem to think that this. Do you believe this had something to do with the fact that you did vote to oust him as House Speaker?
Absolutely, ma'am. There's only 8 of us. There's 435 congressmen. I'm standing in a hallway, and then he gave at least 4 different explanations. One, he said he was brushing me aside. Another one, he said he didn't see me. I wasn't there. Another one, he said something else. And then the final one, he said if I'd have hit him, he'd have known it. That kind of thing. You know, I mean, it's just pathetic. It's what it is. And like I said, I'm not the one. I haven't commented on it on Twitter. I haven't put it out on my Twitter account. It was done by NPR, a lady at NPR. So I was just answering the questions from the reporters like yourself about it. It was just an unfortunate situation.
He said if he had kidney punched someone, they would be on the ground. I mean, Congressman, we've had you on here before. We've talked about what's going on Capitol Hill. Republicans today did not exactly cover themselves in glory between this playing out, what happened with Senator Mullen, what happened with Chairman Comer, calling a fellow congressman a Smurf in a hearing. I mean, this is pretty juvenile stuff for a bunch of lawmakers. Isn't it not embarrassing for House Republicans and Republican senators?
I can't speak for the rest of them, and I can't speak for Kevin McCarthy, but I think it's indicative of the type of person that he is, and what he's shown is, you know, in the past he made fun of me for praying over my decision on what to do about him, and today he walked by, and it was obviously the lady from NPR put it out on Twitter, and I think it had over 4 million views, if you can believe that. That's pretty much viral, I would say. And then, you know, he denied it, but then he said he was going to call me and talk to me about it.
Did he call you?
Heck no, he didn't call me. You know that.
Would you pick up if he did?
Oh, absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. It's just disappointing that that's the way he's going to end his career, spiraling out of control. And it's disappointing because we should be dealing with the budget and all these other things that I said that are really in a crisis stage right now. And people like himself, it's all about them and their childish activities.
Well, and you're pretty blunt, Congressman. I mean, you often seem to speak your mind, certainly on this program. If he did call you, what would you say to Kevin McCarthy?
I forgive him. I've said several prayers for him today, ma'am. Something really inside his heart right now, and he's gonna continue doing these type of activities, and it's going to continue causing him embarrassment upon his family and his district, and frankly, the Republican caucus. It shouldn't. It should just be on him, but it just seems to be the way it goes. I would hope he could find some peace in his life, because going out better like this is not the way to go. You know, he was 3 steps away from being in the White House, and that's the way he's going out. And that's just a sad commentary on him, nothing else.
Congressman Tim Burchett, thank you for your time tonight.
Thank you so much for having me on again, ma'am. It's always a pleasure.
Kevin McCarthy.
Tonight, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is not backing down, calling her Republican colleague Marjorie Taylor Greene racist after a contentious committee meeting. A late-night House oversight markup last night was derailed for nearly an hour after Greene mocked Crockett. You can see for yourself.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order, Mr. Chairman. Would you please regain order of your committee? Order, please. There's a point of order. We have a point of order, Mr. Lynch.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words down. Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play, baby
Girl,
we are gonna move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
Now, after that, there was a failed vote to strike Greene's comments from the record, and she was allowed to continue her remarks. And that's when Crockett stepped back into the fray.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built bush body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
What now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification. Look at, calm down. No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get clarification.
that you're not
No,
recognized.
like,
Miss
I
Crockett.
can't hear you with your
You
yelling.
don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be, no,
Please calm
don't
down.
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Calm
noise,
down.
and then
You're out of control.
Because if I
Look, Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Green brushed off any criticism that she got over the last 24 hours, writing this: AOC isn't intelligent. Jasmine Crockett has fake eyelashes. These aren't attacks on personalities. These are just facts.
Ooh.
Congresswoman, thanks for being here. First of all, I wonder, in that moment in the hearing room, why did you react the way that you did to the comment that Marjorie Taylor Greene made about you?
So I want to clarify that I actually did not react instantaneously. I actually was trying to allow the process to work. So you heard from AOC, who is our vice ranking member, and you heard from Jamie Raskin, who's our ranker, as we attempted to go through the process. And there was an agreement, and of course Marjorie had to be Marjorie, and she refused to actually apologize. Therefore, I needed clarification as to why the chairman refused to actually take her words down, which meant that she would be kicked out of the committee room for the rest of the hearing, which would have been appropriate.
Now, the part that I think really kind of, frankly, caught the internet afire is when you described Greene in this request for clarification as a bleached blonde, bad-built butch body, which I had to look at my notes to read. Any regrets about that kind of language, especially given that you were trying to make a point, frankly, about decorum in the hearing room?
I have no regrets, and I'll tell you why. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene is the type of person that if you give her an inch, she'll take a mile. And the fact that they continue to allow her to break the rules of decorum over and over and over, whether it's the State of the Union that the president is delivering and she's wearing a MAGA hat or otherwise, the reason that she didn't have committee assignments before was because she did not know how to conduct herself as a member of Congress. And so if I just sit there and say, oh, well, Marjorie said it about me, what's to stop her to continue to do it again and again? And at the end of the day, I was elected as a representative of Congress, but that doesn't mean that I'm supposed to be somebody's doormat.
But Michelle Obama famously said, when they go low, we go high. Are those days basically over?
I don't know that we can even call this a low. I mean, she goes to hell, and then I do my best to remind her as to why she should not cross me.
So one of your colleagues, Jamie Raskin, actually suggested that some members might have been drinking. Others have said that as well, making that suggestion. That's a pretty serious allegation. Do you think that that played a factor here?
I think with Marjorie Taylor Greene, it doesn't require alcohol for her to be unhinged. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know. I don't have any facts to that. So, I won't say and I won't participate in rumors when I don't have any facts behind it.
So you also called Greene racist for what she said about you. Why is that?
Yeah. Because as I've received so many amazing compliments from MAGA America, throughout my time in Congress, a lot of times when I would go viral, instead of them trying to address the things that I laid out in a very factual way, what they would try to do is say, oh, look at her hair, or look at her nails, or look at her lashes. And they would all then associate anything that I do as a form of beautification with being quote unquote ghetto. And so to me, she was just basically repeating the nonsense that MAGA world is constantly putting out there, because I am not the only woman in Congress that wears lashes. And there are women on her side of the aisle that wear lashes as well as hair extensions. But she's never felt like that was a dig that she needed to take at anyone, except for me, a Black woman who sits on the committee. And then, of course, she went after AOC and called her unintelligent, a brown woman that sits on the committee.
CNN actually asked her for comment, and this is a statement that we received. She said the only member that brought up any reference to color was Congresswoman Crockett. She's putting that on you.
I brought it up when we were in committee. It definitely did not come up. When I was asked about whether or not I felt like she was being racist, I told the truth, which was absolutely yes. But ultimately in committee, that was not part of the conversation whatsoever.
So House Speaker Mike Johnson weighed in on all of this. He called the situation regrettable. He stressed the importance of decorum. Here's part of his statement. He said it's
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 24, the nays are 19.
The ayes have it, and the motion is, the amendment is adopted.
Mr. Chairman?
Try my pen and hit the damn thing again. Okay, let me go to.
Mr. Chairman?
Thank you for all these contributions, Just Be for the live. Let me play this.
Worldwide Jets, Worldwide Mets. On the Breakfast Club. She's the coach. Time to set it off.
Okay, Sean Kingston and his mother arrested on fraud charges. So he was arrested in California on Thursday, hours after his mother was taken into custody in Florida at the house that they raided. We got the report.
Broward Sheriff's Office raiding the Southwest Ranches home of music star Sean Kingston Thursday morning after he was accused of not paying for a $150,000 entertainment system. The lawsuit was filed back in February, claiming he never paid for the merchandise. The attorney for the company outside of Kingston's home as the raid was taking place.
He says that he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a big show here. This is a rental house. He doesn't know that. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it, and then he simply never pays.
You get raided and arrested for not paying for things? I guess in Florida.
Yes, you do, depending on where you live.
Wait.
Dang, he had to put him out there. He said he doesn't own any rents. Yo, why do you have to put that in the report? But that's crazy. Anyway, his mother, Janice Turner, Kingston's mom, was arrested on fraud charges of her own. So when they raided the house, they got her. The raid was triggered by a lawsuit from Vera Entertainment. The suit claims that the singer has not paid for purchased items from the company, and Kingston lied to the company and claimed that he had a current and ongoing working relationship with Justin Bieber, and that he promised to make promotional videos with Justin Bieber for the company in exchange for reduced payments and credit toward the items that he purchased from them.
I thought you just get debt and bad credit, maybe some repossession.
Going crazy with
he lost the lawsuit, so I figured it'd just be civilly, like he'd have to pay it back or they garnish his wages or something.
Mm-hmm. So the judgment was entered against Kingston in 2015 after he obtained $356,000 in watches without paying for them. Judgments were entered in 2016 and 2022 when he allegedly got $300,000 in jewelry and luxury watches worth over $1 million without payment. So, but he just made a post last night and it said, "People love negative energy. I am good, and so is my mother. My lawyers are handling everything as we speak." So,
and it was just an entertainment system. That must have been a hell of an entertainment system.
Probably movie theater and surround sound in the house and all that.
Oh,
just all of that. Yeah.
You can tell I'm poor. All I'm thinking about is like a little TV, you know what I'm saying? A little stereo.
So it's surround sound. I'm sure it was things like that.
Yo, you're a clown. Anyway, okay. So there's another lawsuit that Diddy's hit with. A woman named April Lamppost came forward with the newest lawsuit against him. She claims that she met Diddy back in the 90s when she was a student at FIT, that's the fashion school in New York. She said Diddy offered her to mentor her in the fashion industry and eventually started showing signs that he was interested in her, sent her flowers and gifts and all of that. One night, she met up with him at a bar in Soho, where she claims she was overserved liquor. As she, after she claims they went to his room, she started to feel like the walls were closing in on her. She alleged that Diddy began to rape her, and although she was still conscious, she was too weak to fight back. She said when she woke up the next morning, naked, sore, and confused, she didn't hear from Diddy for several months until he reached out again, trying to see her again. She agreed because she was a hopeful yet naive college student who decided to give him a second chance. On the second date, she alleged that Diddy forced her to perform oral sex in the garage before they went to dinner.
The second date?
Yeah, the second date.
Second time they got it.
He forced her to give him fellatio, because I can't say that word right.
Yep.
Before giving him dinner. And she claims that a garage attendant saw them but didn't care. After that night, she started to avoid him and ignore his invitations, which she claims made Diddy angry. So she said he developed a mobster personality and started calling her nonstop and threatening to blackball her. Eventually, she gave in
after Diddy demanded that she come to his apartment. She claims that when she got there, Diddy forced drugs down her throat and made her have sex with Kim Porter while Diddy masturbated. She claims that Diddy also raped her again, and she said she eventually broke things off of him in 1998, but claims she ran into Kim Porter at a restaurant that she was working at. And in the suit, she said Kim Porter told the restaurant that April had poisoned her, and that if they don't fire her, then Diddy gonna have the whole situation shut down. So the restaurant reportedly fired her after the incident. And about 3 years later, she claims she ran into Diddy at Rockefeller Center while he was dating J-Lo. After speaking briefly, Diddy ended up back at her apartment where she claims he violently grabbed her and forced himself on her, but she was able to fight him back, so he left. The suit also alleges that April believed that Diddy recorded their sexual encounters without her consent, because last year somebody told her boyfriend that they saw a video of her having sex with Diddy. So she is suing Diddy for sexual assault, battery, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. She also listed Bad Boy Records, Arista, okay, and Sony. Arrest her.
No, it's Arista. Don't listen to him. It's Arista Records.
Okay. And Sony Music Entertainment as defendants, claiming that she sued them because they were enabling his crimes. And her attorney is Tyrone Blackburn, who also represents Rodney Jones, and Lisa Gardner, who are also suing Diddy. Tyrone also represents the woman who sued Diddy's son. I reported this a couple months ago. What the lady who was on the yacht. Yeah, and
well, after we saw that video, with Cassie, it's gonna be hard to make people believe those things aren't true.
Correct.
Yeah. And these lawyers have to be doing these cases pro bono at this point, because there is no way they are being hired and paid to go after Diddy, because Diddy not settling nothing now. He has no reason to. There's a whole video out of him brutally beating Cassie. He has nothing to hide. There's no reputation or brand to protect. He's not settling nothing at this point.
But if you put that in front of a jury, after, I'm sure every jury
if it gets there though.
If he doesn't settle, you mean?
Yeah.
But if it does get to a jury, and the jury 9 times out of 10 seen the Cassie video, that was all over CNN, it was all over the place. Absolutely. What is the jury going to think?
Yeah, so you may settle so it don't get to jury trials. Yeah, you're right. But I wonder why they don't pursue criminal cases. Are the statute of limitations up on criminal cases in these situations? Oh, okay.
No, man.
But that's what the LA. Remember the LA? They released that statement last week and said we can't prosecute them criminally.
But that was for assault, though. That was for something else. That wasn't for rape. Yeah.
But just to keep going back and running back into him and giving him chance after chance and all of that, it's just like, yo, no, he violated you the first time.
Some people say that she felt like it would lose her career. That she felt like she would be blackballed. It felt like that if she didn't go back to him, that she wouldn't have a chance to do what she wanted to do. So a lot of women feel that way.
Yeah.
They go back to the abuser because they feel like that abuser would blackball them, would abuse them some more, would take it out on them.
Even when you were supposed to give him fellatio in the garage and then you went to dinner, how awkward was dinner?
It's a cycle of abuse, though. I don't know if that story is true or not, but it's a cycle of abuse. Because you even think about in Cassie's situation, she said she left, and then when she got back to her apartment, she was like, you know what? Let me go back and apologize, because she was caught up in the cycle of abuse, because she thought that he would be even angrier if she didn't go back. I can't understand it, but I've never been in that situation.
Yeah, I know Blackburn is working though, so that is Jess with the mess.
All right, thank you, Jess. When we come back, we got front page news. Morgan will be joining us from the Black Information Network, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.
Oh Lord, okay, let me see. This is crazy. Yes, Lord, these are the people who is in charge of our. Y'all gotta excuse me when I am crazy and sleepy. Who's in charge of our political structure here in America? A lot of people. Yeah. Just let's see. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go to sleep. Let me see what was this last one. Hold on. What is this last?
Tonight, we are joined by the original bad girl of comedy who was known for keeping it a buck in the streets of Hollywood. Please welcome our girl, Luenell. What's up, Luenell?
Hey, everybody. What's up, soulmates?
How you feeling tonight, my friends?
I'm good. I'm squeezing y'all in before I go to work tonight here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to definitely get into your residency. I'm very, very proud of you at the Jimmy Kimmel Theater, and you're doing your thing. So let's get into the tea because we have a lot to talk to you about. Now, Luenell, we just talked about Diddy, but Diddy has been heavily trending on social media due to the viral video of him attacking Cassie back in 2016. What was your initial reaction when you first saw the video?
Well, I, like everybody, was disgusted, triggered, shocked, disappointed, sad, empathetic. I was all those things. And, you know, I've been talking to my girlfriends. You don't just wake up one day and start beating women. This is probably a lifestyle. You know, there's way more women than we know that are probably out there that have been smacked around by Diddy and his boys and his friends. You know what I'm saying? Cassie's transcripts were gripping. The smacking around, the beatings was the least of the dirt that was going on in his circle. And I'm really, really sad. And I don't know what's wrong with men that behave this way. And there's more of them than we know. And somewhere along the line, men just got broken and women just lost our preciousness. Like, we're not precious anymore. And I don't get it. I don't know if it's from the social media showing us in a bad way, and so we get treated that way, because my mom wasn't on social media and she damn sure got smacked around. So it's very triggering for a lot of people, and I hate that we have to, just like with R. Kelly, we have to be able to separate the talent from the person. You know, you don't know what people are doing at night when they close their door. And we just to stop, I'm not putting nothing past nobody no more. So I don't have people up on pedestals no more. From singers who have unexpected cancellations to men in high places that we regarded with such esteem that have let us down again and again and again and again. It's sad.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So you made a video and you basically said, like, if it was Jennifer Lopez, he would have been locked up if he would have been caught on camera beating her. What did you mean by that? Like,
I meant what I said, that if you're a non-Black female, you will get police response and public support way quicker than you will if you are a Black woman. We are depicted in such a way that people think we deserve to be smacked around, that we got slick mouths, that we provoke men, and that it goes all down the line. If a Black child...
Let me ask this, though, real quick. Even if the statute of limitations were over, do you think that he still would be locked up, though?
What do you mean back then?
If he had put his hands on a white woman, which he probably may have, I don't know. But if he had put his hands on a white woman and any kind of tape got visualized, whether it ever got released or not, if the person in the security room saw that tape, they would have probably reacted differently than they would if Black women being drugged around the corner. And I don't care what people focus on the wrong stuff. They're like, well, she's just a quarter, and who cares? That's not the issue. The issue is that this is a violation that should have never occurred. Also, correction, Diddy did not pay the Intercontinental Hotel for the footage. he paid some loser in the control room $50,000 for that footage. And the loser in the control room probably made a copy before he gave it to Diddy. I know I would have.
Well, look now, I think you make a good argument because there's no in hell a tape of a white woman get beat up or J-Lo would be sold for as cheaply as $50,000, but that's the price they put on Cassie. But if it was J-Lo, $1 million or absolutely is ruined. I think I understand what you're saying, and I think people can take your comments out of context from social media. So thank you for,
Yeah, they do, but with social media, like my issue these days is people screen grabbing stuff, making a show out of what you say, and using terrible clickbait to bait people in when, nothing I have said is different than anything I'm going to say here. And I stand on business by what I said. Black women are unprotected. Black women are unbelieved. Black children, the whole thing. You snatch up a little blue-eyed, blonde-haired white girl, there's going to be an Amber Alert. You snatch up 20 black kids, and you may not hear nothing.
I totally agree with you, Lunel. So let me ask you this. I mean, clearly from my commentary here tonight, I make no qualms about it. I think his apology was bullcrap. What are your thoughts? Do you think his apology, because his apology never addressed who he hurt?
Well, first of all, legally, Diddy cannot say Cassie's name. Okay. And legally, Cassie cannot say his name. This is in the court documents.
Got it.
But he still, just like I referenced a singer, he still could have addressed to my victim, I'm sorry.
Right.
But there is no sorry. People say, oh, I made a mistake. No, accidentally slipping down the steps is a mistake. Accidentally opening a cabinet and hitting somebody in the head is a mistake. What we saw was not a mistake. It was not an error.
Right.
It was deliberate. It wasn't the first time. He wasn't sorry. He's still not sorry. He is a narcissist. And it's a shame that we have gotten duped into love, Combs, BS, because he's really, as I drew you know how much crap I caught for drawing devil horns on Diddy 10 months ago? I knew what was going on 10 months ago. I talked to people that I'll never reveal on social media. And I've heard some things. And I've read some things. And that's why I drew the devil horns on him. And I was assisted in doing that. And I stand by what I did.
Really quick. So what did you feel like he meant when he said he hit rock bottom? Like, what does that rock bottom mean for Diddy?
He got busted. That's just rock bottom. He got busted.
But he was saying he was rock bottom in that video. Like he was at a low point. He had hit rock bottom. What is that?
Yeah, that's BS. It's trash. That's all lies. That's bullshit. He just said that in his dissertation of trying to solicit empathy from people. He ain't hit rock bottom yet. But when that jail door slammed, he will. And if they cannot prosecute him for what we saw, it happens all the time. Rodney King got beat and everybody got off. So the people who will prosecute him very well could be wife beaters themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a typical narcissist response, though. Like, a narcissist will make you believe that you did something wrong. Like, he's the victim now. He hit rock bottom. He was in a dark place. What about the dark place you put countless people in? And again, it's not just Cassie. Lunel, Slim Thug, Lil Scrappy, and Stevie J are some of the rappers that were supporting Diddy before the video started surfacing on social media. What do you think about them publicly, supporting him? And does this come to a shock to you that these brothers are signing up to, really just be apologetic for Diddy or to have his back?
I think it's gross, and just like I've been guilty before, I think some things need to stay out social media. If you want to talk to your boys and you support your boy, then do that. But you look like a damn fool now, coming out talking about, we just gonna see what happens, and and yes, you can pray about a lot of things, and God will forgive you for your ways. Me, Lunel, I'm not God. I'm not Jesus. I don't forgive this. I'm not going to. I don't forgive the people who have abused me. I don't forgive the people who have abused my mother. I don't forget. They say you don't forgive, you forgive for yourself, and I don't care about that. If you did something to me, I'm a notorious grudge holder. And I'm not going to, it's not over because you apologize, but you feel sorry, because you knew what you did when you did it. He had enough mind to grab that towel before he came running down that hallway. That's right. He was in his right mind. That's great.
I want to clarify real quick about Lil Scrap, because he has changed his tune ever since, it came out, and he kind of feels away. He did say that he would run a fade by Diddy. So
but he didn't say that until after the video came out.
They got called.
Well, no one believed, they didn't really all believe her until we saw the video. Because
and I think that's fair, but that's fair though, right? Well, hey, we can't judge her for that.
I can.
They want it proof.
Black women always, we rush to believe black men when they say they have these issues with police officers. We're the first ones to be marching for y'all, and we got your back. I feel like when it's a black woman, we got to see evidence. We have to have 20 witnesses. We have to have repeat behavior.
We don't have the same
It's very frustrating when it comes to us. We have to have so much proof and still get doubted. Well, what are her motives?
Jonathan Major's whole career was shot to hell, and we didn't see no proof until way later.
Okay, Lunel, okay. But I'm just saying, we can't get mad at the guys for changing their tune. At least they're not doubling down. We're
not mad at them for changing their tune. I just find the timing odd.
Okay, well, let's really get into the tea. So, besides Cassie, the fans are now pushing for the authorities to reopen the Kim Porter case. Now, do you think that he has something to do with that death?
I do.
Okay.
Oh.
I want to preface this by saying Lunel and Albie Shaw are really good friends. He's a great guy, and you probably have some thoughts. We have some thoughts about how his sickness went down. Lunel, please.
Well, I'm not at liberty to speak on what I have been privy to in confidence, but I will say that yes, I do believe he has something to do with it. I do believe he had something to do with Al's almost imminent demise as well.
Ooh, the tea has
And if you want to go back to Heavy Heat,
everybody else,
just like Jaguar Wright said, you may not like her. She ain't been proven alive yet. Everybody a bad boy gone, except for Al and Diddy.
Wow.
Well, she did lie and say that I was one of Diddy's girls. That's one thing she did lie about, but a lot of stuff she didn't say is true. I never messed with no Diddy.
Okay, I got
No, you know that ain't even my type. I don't do that. I don't do that type.
Anyway, Lunel, I would like to switch gears if you don't mind. I want to talk about how you're booked and busy and all the blessings that are coming.
You want to talk about me?
Yes. I would like to talk about you. We've seen that
Baby, I will hold a grudge now. Listen, I don't be acting upon it like some of these nuts out here, and I can even speak to your ass. I can talk to you, whatever, but I'll never fuck with you, like I would. Person I'm not holding a grudge with, is very, very, very fucking surface level. It's not fake, and because if it's fake, right, that's how some of these motherfuckers do me. Smile up in your face, talk behind your back, and time some shit pop off. They, go low and do all kind of bullshit. And then when you hit their motherfucking ass with the 1-2, when you meet them, and they go motherfucking low, you just take it straight to the motherfucking dirt. Everybody got a motherfucking problem with how you, prove your motherfucking point or prove that you tell the motherfucking truth. You understand what I'm saying? They try to turn your truth into a lie because they know I ain't lying. Okay? They know that. It's the bullshit for me. It's the bipolar ass activity amongst some of these people for me. My thing is, if I ain't did shit to you, what's your motherfucking problem with me? Not that I'm goddamn worried about, because as you see, I don't give a fuck what nobody motherfucking tell you. There's a lot of people, not a lot of people, a few people privy to shit, behind the scenes or what have you. Hell, like I said, these are incoming calls. These are people here in the background. These are actual voices, huh? Not no motherfuckers you staring at that don't have a name, or you don't know what the fuck is going on. Who's what, what's what. It's telling you what the fuck it is. But these people want to make it up and galvanize people to come after you and incite riots and shit like that. When you motherfucker headbutt they motherfucking ass, everybody want to grow. Oh, she did. Fuck you. How about that? And I mean that from the bottom of my motherfucking goddamn last motherfucking toe. And that would be the pinky toe on the motherfucking right side of my goddamn right foot. That motherfucker. So yeah, I just read the old baldy motherfucking goddamn wall. Bitch, you should be ashamed of your motherfucking self. Talking about some inflation ain't bothering you, a goddamn lie. With your tired motherfucking ass. You look broke. You act broke. You speak broke. And you take care of motherfucking nigga. Now, if that's about some bullshit, I would never, if I'm taking care of a man, I would never own up to having a goddamn man. That don't make no goddamn sense. And you slow. I can't believe you had the nerve to call Diva ugly. You must be out your motherfucking mind. That's the same crazy bitch that wants you to be missing edges because she is. Wants you to be bald head because she is. Wants you to be ugly because she is. Wants you to be dumb because she is. Wants you to be, fucked up and ugly because she, all that crazy shit. Bitch, we ain't twins. If Diva, motherfucking husband, is taking care of the motherfucking household, her situation better than yours. I don't give a fuck how much you have, no motherfucking goddamn 401k or TSP and shit. Bitch, that's not in your bank account now. To cut that shit out. Never seen no shit like that. Some motherfucking. And you know what I hate when you have lifelong nothings. Get a little bit of motherfucking a little bit of goddamn luck and turn into the motherfucking advisor on being the shit. Knowing damn well they ain't shit, because they really ain't got shit when you motherfucking goddamn spread it out. Got some fucking nerves. Acting like you don't collect memberships and shit like that. The same thing Diva does. And you get more than her. And you get pocket watching her account, her motherfucking goddamn pocket. You are a nothing ass bitch and had a fucking baby at pregnant at 14. And they try to make me have a baby at 16. The fuck? Are you crazy? I wouldn't be here right motherfucking now because my parents would put me in the ground. I'm pregnant. I'll be in the ground with the baby. And this ain't got nothing to do with people who are teen moms. As long as you ain't fucking with nobody, I don't give a damn how old you were when you had your baby. I can't goddamn stand it. Yeah. Male pattern baldness. Yeah. That's the only bitch out here with male pattern baldness. Exactly right. Talking about you got people that have challenges and things that's going on in their fucking life. And the last thing they motherfucking want to hear is about some bullshit just because, fuck you. Anybody don't like what the fuck I said. And you motherfucking women with y'all sorry motherfucking no good asses. That's why these motherfucking niggas around here say all that kind of shit and sympathize with Diddy and have a problem with the alleged goddamn victims and all this kind of bullshit, whatever. Fuck y'all. You uphold these motherfuckers. You enable them to do the shit they motherfucking do. And then when I have to cuss motherfuckers out and threaten their goddamn life, then there's a problem. Ooh, fuck you. Stay in your motherfucking place. And I'm going to tell you where your place is. Out of my goddamn way. I don't want to see or hear you. Shit. Get your ass motherfucking on. Y'all gonna fuck around and unleash all the motherfucking different Angies. The bully Angies. Get your motherfucking ass. You better not ever go live again. Oh shit. Oh boy, I wish some of y'all was my neighbor. Oh my God. Talking about somebody and you got a nigga you giving, you got to put the motherfucking bill on a goddamn trip just to say you have somebody. Girl, bye. Who does that? Your ass, you don't have no man, bitch. You have a dependent. Get that shit straight. You have a fucking dependent. Yeah, but goddamn, they got you spending unnecessary money, driving all around the motherfucking goddamn, fucking, goddamn country of goddamn United States and shit. Mind y'all motherfucking business. How people live ain't your goddamn business. I never have respect for none of you motherfuckers. Got to defend your education, got to defend this, and fuck you motherfuckers. Dumbass motherfuckers. Get mad at me. Check out my motherfucking IQ motherfucking goddamn videos. From start to goddamn finish. They on there. Check them out. You doing. Hell, I love people when they join the goddamn little education drills. Shit. We take tests and shit around here for fun. Play spades and take little exams and shit. Kiss my goddamn ass. Kiss my skill sets. Kiss my motherfucking indoctrination. Accommodation. Academia. Macadamia. Ben Affleck. Affleck motherfucking ass. You can kiss it all. Whatever's left. And hopefully, pretty soon, I'll graduate from the goddamn school of fucking cussing. Well, I'll be motherfucking goddamn the one that would deliver the goddamn fucking speech. Now, I'm definitely gonna be summa cum laude. That bitch probably think I'm talking about some kind of drink. I ain't never heard of summa cum laude. What's that? Dumb motherfucker. When they go, like Michelle Obama said, when they go high, you go higher. Michelle Obama ain't say that. Who said that? You said that, bitch. That's your statement now. When they go high, you go higher. Put that on a bonnet, bitch. Crazy motherfucker. So you trying to Google? Yeah, that's crazy. Man, cum laude is extra shot of tequila. Right, right. And you want a mother shit? Do you know what? Do you know what? I tell you what. The next time somebody got a problem with my motherfucking education, I'm going to insult your motherfucking ass down to your grave site. I'm gonna be a pallbearer, the cussing pallbearer. Yeah, that's weird. I guess, I mean, the only joke that I've ever gotten about my, they call me Joe College. They said because I was in there so long. Just a motherfucking sector full of shitty ass goddamn liars and making up shit and trolls and shit. And get mad when somebody motherfucking goddamn one to your motherfucking ass. Stay in your goddamn place. Make sure you have weighed the motherfucking goddamn the consequences when you fuck with people. Consider them. I do. Always in some damn body business. And every time something go down with Sylvia or whatever, here she go like she got to be a goddamn reporter. Crazy ass. Crazy motherfucker. And I ain't the only one. Well, you already know a lot of people call you crazy. Bitch. And you know your ass is crazy. Anybody asks check. Do you think I'm crazy? That's when you know you crazy. When you asking somebody, you think I'm crazy. Lying about being married. What, I don't know what's the motherfucking deal. People lying about how many wives they done had. How many motherfucking husbands they done had. What's the big goddamn deal? Motherfuckers, I'm asking me motherfucking questions. I'm gonna start asking goddamn questions. Produce some children around this motherfucker. I want to see our cat. I want to see all that shit. I want to put it up. You know, motherfucking bullshit and all that la la. We never see results. If not, shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk about people without when people should be clearly worrying about fucking the hair that seems like missing out the top of your goddamn head. The fuck? The hell you talking about? Goddamn piece of shit. Get gangs and shit, cause your motherfucking ass a weak ass motherfucker. The fuck your gang or the fuck you and your gang of motherfucking misfits. Your enemies, y'all motherfucking trauma bonding over me and shit. The fuck? I didn't know I was that goddamn powerful. Actually I did, but and one thing, and from now on, I want my goddamn enemies to be qualified. I got to goddamn see if you qualified to be my goddamn enemy. Shit, fuck that. You know what? That's getting on my goddamn nerves. I don't know how to work this phone, and I find it so strange. It keeps making all these sounds and stuff, acting like I'm getting messages and stuff like that, and I ain't getting shit. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And if I am, I don't know where it is. It is so annoying. Who was this? Is that okay? We went to the grand opening of Katie and Ariana sandwich shop. Let me see. Is that because I can't stand Katie's bitch ass. Oh, that's Ariana. She looks bigger. Kate looks better since she lost weight. Kate was never a bad looking girl, but I can stand her funky ass attitude. She's a bitch. Yeah, I think it's absolutely damn crazy for somebody that have to take care of a man talk about somebody whose man is taking care of them. Yeah, he can play the game. See, your man goes out and your man goes out and do what he do and gets in prison and shit. Okay? Her man, with his pastime, he plays motherfucking video games. Okay? He plays video fucking games. There's a big goddamn difference. He goes to goddamn work. Anybody got a goddamn dude you want to brag about you motherfucking living like a goddamn somebody please help me understand where is my stuff going. I'm being contacted, texted, whatever like crazy, and I can't find shit. It's driving me nuts. Goddamn satanic ass bitches. I tell you, babe, anybody that try to invest in my downfall in any way, that you got a problem with fucking life. I mean that. And if you kiki and all that bullshit you're a part of, that's how it works. you typed or whatever, you better motherfucking goddamn check the rules of engagement via goddamn Cardi B. That's what it is, and I just don't know where they're going. I just don't know where they're going. Man, never seen no shit like that in my goddamn life. That dumb motherfucker actually thought that as a goddamn attorney, you got one function. You only can do one thing. Well, that's your motherfucking sedentary, non-goddamn advancement ass, goddamn slow dumb ass. That's still an entry level motherfucking worker. After all these goddamn years, that's you. That ain't what everybody else. That's not. No, you got people that's in the game as 11s and shit, younger than you. Stop playing. I'm serious. It's annoying, and I understand, why people have an issue with Sylvia or whatever, but god damn, how long is you gonna like have an issue with a motherfucker that ain't do shit to you? That's the only thing I'm talking about. And then when you deal with somebody and do shit to you, then if they did do something to you, what's the severity of it? If the motherfucker trying to take you out, this, that, and that, whatever, yeah, I can see you having an issue, whatever, and you don't, and it's up to you whether you want to go back and forth or not. But if they, y'all just exchange some words or whatever, this and third, yeah, like me, you could, go home or whatever. Oh, I don't know what I just said. Man, no. I am not interested in befriending motherfuckers like this. Now, you crazy. You motherfuckers will set people up and shit. Set up people. Weak asses. And let me tell you something. I don't know what Devo would have had to snitch about. Okay? I don't think he know people out there or whatever like that. But let me tell you something. You can tell when people got that goddamn status or faking like they got that motherfucker. But let me tell you something. When something go down, everybody come together, whatever. So it's not no damn issue. Okay. You know. my thing is, you motherfuckers think harassment is okay just because you motherfuckers are miserable and crazy. It's not okay. Talking about people. I'm serious. And you motherfuckers don't even understand that even though somebody can argue with your ass, cuss you out, they cuss you out, whatever, it doesn't mean that you can't be cordial. Y'all motherfuckers, you ain't interested in building no goddamn, no type of friendship or relationship with the motherfuckers or nothing like that. Now, I'm taking me out the equation. I'm talking about other people that, okay with being in, around these motherfuckers. You can still be, cool. You don't have to be nasty or anything like that. Before you say something nasty to them, don't say nothing. What I mean, I like respect. I know, I can't demand respect out of anybody, but disrespect, will be met with motherfucking disrespect. Disrespect will be disrespected by any means necessary. Ain't got no shit to do with it. I'm not a survivor. Please believe all of that. I've been in all kinds of shit. Came out on motherfucking top. Don't anybody get fuck about this shit. People get mad. Everybody else want to talk their shit. Fake shit at that. When you talk true shit, they can't take it. This is the problem. They have to lie it all up as if they know. Or what they do, they gonna lie. God, boy, I'll fish motherfucking woogle. We gonna have a good goddamn time, honey. We're gonna have a party. I'm not fucking around. Shit. Stupid shit. Out here. You can't even be in peace and shit. Worst people talking shit about you. I'm serious. Other people can't even match up to your ass, and when it comes to the quality of a person, you talk shit. What the fuck are you talking about? You stalk control me. It's not the other way around. I'm a creative. I create my own motherfucking style, my own saying, my own shit. Try to take that. I couldn't believe I almost passed out when that motherfucking rated motherfucking whatever said that Me, a person don't even listen to that motherfucker, stole his COVID 24 analogy. Then I heard him over there saying hot mouth. Now let me tell you, I don't give a damn nobody, you know, sample my shit. I get a royalty check. But I don't even have to like you. You don't have to like me. I don't give a fuck. I got plenty more. But I have an exception with that shit. Don't sit there and claim that you the motherfucking goddamn originator. Ooh, y'all. But you see how no y'all, but Mo, I mean, just be. I didn't know that you be checking out politics like that. And I'm still haven't given up on my groupings, but when I do pop up on here and shit, I want to do like a lot of awareness ass, talk about awareness ass shit, things that's going on, that's going down. And another thing that people have some sort of where they think that we should act a certain way. Act a certain way just because you are. And it turned out they said it's because you were married. Lord have mercy. I don't know where it coming from. I agree all here before I'm talking, but when I tell you, y'all know how your eyes be heavy and you try to lift them up, and and and, and you know, yeah. Yeah, you diverse. I don't like a lot of things. Right. You got that old dumb bitch, bald head motherfucker was, acting. So it was like saying it's a big deal. I made it happen with one job, bitch. I make it happen with one job, dumb. Obviously, I want more. Stupid. I'm going to do. I got sleepy on the phone with Keller, and I started talking about bringing in Walmart. Do y'all when you get sleepy on the phone, do you hang up or do you go and snore in his damn ear? I ordered 2 scarves, y'all. What do he do? Do he hang up or he go sleep too? He hung up, but one time he was snoring. Oh, y'all will hang up? Oh, okay. And see, when you know a person is in with all your enemies and shit, and you know that when something goes down, they're gonna stack all your enemies. They're gonna be right there with all your enemies. So that completes that motherfucking what is it called? I don't call it the right thing. That completes that. And it was a good chat. Girl, I'm gonna be asleep at work. But no, let me tell you. And I'm gonna tell you something, y'all. Like it's definitely been all your enemies hang together forever. Alright. When shit goes left, all your enemies is just gonna add on another. That's why I always look crazy. You hang with all the enemies. You're gonna have a problem. Like, I can, you see now, they confirm what you goddamn know to be true, They expose themselves. You expose themselves. That's the beauty of this shit. But yeah, so then that's what happened. You gotta outthink these motherfuckers, Sylvia. You gotta outthink them. You gotta put their ass through it. Because they want to fuck with you. So you gotta let them know you fucking with a goddamn pro. You fucking with a big goddamn dog. Your status don't goddamn fade. You can be as active, as you can do as little or as much as you want to. That shit don't fade. If you need tickets somewhere and you know somebody associated, you gonna get them tickets. Like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? I give a damn. And all that shit, that shit don't mean nothing. I like to talk about the shit that I like to be in competition with. Helping people, helping others. That's a compliment I like. The good person compliment. The great motherfucking person compliment. Like I would tell guys, you can hear you nice looking over and over, whatever. I don't give a damn about that. I already know it's something that attracted you. I want to know what is that thing that's keeping you? That's what I've been wanting to goddamn know. That's where I want my compliments to come from. That shit. You think I'm doing a good job when it comes to service, to this land and to the people of this land? And you think I'm making a goddamn difference? Charity wise, there's so much I want to do, so much more. I swear, boy, I wish I could marry one of them old rich white men and just sit on the boards and just, give $20,000 to the wing of the hospital and this, cut the ribbon and all that type of stuff. That's what I want to do. Because let me tell you something, y'all, we are going to have to do something about homelessness. It's something got to be done. It's not safe. And a lot of times it's not even sanitary. People shouldn't be in their car sleeping. It shouldn't be, It shouldn't be getting, beat up or whatever. And then I'm gonna tell you something. Then I heard this motherfucking bald-headed, good for nothing bitch talk about some homeless person. That she was hemming and hawing over giving him a goddamn dollar. Then she watched the motherfucking man, kid or whatever, kid now. She asked the child 1,000,001 motherfucking question. Oh, a damn dollar. Cheap ass, nothing ass bitch. I don't know who's responsible for you being nothing and being a ridiculous bitch. I don't know who's responsible for none of y'all being where you motherfuckers are, to be honest. What was it? What happened? Dr. Phil is off today. All you got is Dr. Goddamn Angie. But if Dr. Mo want to hear what's going on, baby, we'll open it up, honey. That shit there is ridiculous. That motherfucker there talking about. Now I asked the kid, well, what are the grades in school? He should have told you, well, why you ain't at home with your child? And helping her with the prom and all of that. You know, she ought to travel behind a nigga. Just let him go by himself, and just take your debit card. Let him hold your debit card, or go to the ATM and give him the money he needed. And let him drive himself. You know, I'm sure. You know, the women that he be driving around in that, that truck you had to get from. I'm sure that on the way to them locations or whatever, you can go get that girl, and she'll ride with his ass. You got a street goddamn nigga. Slick shit. Taking it $10. He knew he had to shorted you $10. Because all the change should have been together. You can be missing $10. He be telling you about your ass too, though. But that's a damn shame. Ask the kid all the motherfucking questions about an old raggedy, stinking ass dollar, and then watch the kid and talking about they all hustling. Well, oh my God, it's just, think of this like, remember we trying to sell them damn Girl Scout cookies. Just think of that shit. It's $1. You won't motherfucking miss it with your cheap, raggedy ass. Anyway, I wish we can pull on up. These people have these people doing shit to you, they have no regard for anything. I mean, before Sylvia was crying, they have no regard for people's feelings, but they might be going through whatever to come through, and with some selfish motherfucker in the feeling ass niggas to goddamn and crazy ass females that support the motherfucking behavior to sit up there and lie shit all up. You can't defeat a motherfucking straight up. Can't stand on your shit. And he got straight jealousy. And seemed like a hate and contempt towards that damn woman. And let me tell you, you have people that say, no, I don't hate that person or whatever. What they actions show, that's exactly what they do. That's why I be saying, no, that's hate. I know what I'm describing. I don't give a fuck what the devil said out their goddamn mouth. Yeah, that's their job. To lie and confuse. They don't want to be found out. Duh. That's why people get so mad. People think I'll be exposing them, and that ain't the truth. Shit. I don't have to do that. And I ain't in the business of doing it. You gonna expose your damn self. Let me tell you something. Any video, any recording anybody have of me, any whatever, you can play in all the motherfuckers, and I stand on it. I motherfucking stand on it. You know what? And these nugget ass people, like, I have some memes and shit, a lot of them, a whole lot of people I didn't put out, cause even though these people try to, and they're nobody fooling me. These people try to pretend like they not no motherfucking little liars and shit, and they are. People try to be all protect their image and whatever. Like, are you fucking serious? But and these people see all that type of shit. They're not fucking with it. But my thing is, you have an energy like energy. We going at it, right? Not really going at it. You exhibiting the same energy now. When I initially thought that this person is in and these people are in or whatever, and now you're doing the same energy, whatever. I'm not making this up. This is the shit you do. But me, I put out all them goddamn memes and shit. Cause I'm telling you, anybody, everybody who had a problem with me, oh, you got a meme. You might not have it. It might not be out. Cause optics and all kinds of shit. But once she confirmed that the picture is, whoever, and you, and you send it to me or whatever, I screenshot it and put it in my thing. Baby, your ass is on the memes, honey. All these goddamn sound. You can put me on one too. I do not care. All I ask is that you make sure that my damn fucking represent me good. Yeah. I like to laugh too. The last thing says, there is no man in hell I would ever look like a troll and also a troll at the same time. That is the craziest shit. I just don't understand. A professional motherfucking troll, baby. They literally just keeping tabs on my motherfucking goddamn comparison pictures. Oh, I'm posting taking me from the back from 22 to 24. Like, what the fuck? What does it do for you? Like, why are you keeping that? Yeah, motherfuckers that want to keep in a beef or whatever. Pissy ass niggas or whatever. It's like, I don't forget. Yeah, I can't even remember your name. Like, what are we doing? I'm serious. Like, huh? Who are you? From 3 and 4 years ago, who the fuck is you? No. People don't leave a lasting impression. Even some people are regular, some people are out. They're memorable. I'm sorry. I really can't remember your name. Too tough. But I bet if you tell me, I'm going to remember. Okay. Like, ooh. Motherfucker be. Oh. I can't. I ain't going to say that because. Yeah, get what they got down. Looking for. Yeah. What am I talking about? Okay. I'm sleeping. I'm officially sleeping and crashing. So, I'm gonna get on up there. Okay. Let me see what you said. A lot of homelessness involved mental. Yeah, you're right. I saw in Cali where they were building little communities where they can have private small houses with keys. Okay, and their food and bathrooms are located separate. Oh, I used to think Girl Scout cookies were nasty until I brought some in, baby. Yeah, some of Girl Scout cookies are good. I get them Dosey Does and see Dosey. That's my problem. Since I've been on the live, the person, honey, I done had pork chop, cabbage. I had some grandma cookies. I had some peanut butter cookies, and then I had something called what you call it? Oh shit! I had a piece of pound cake. I had some strawberry. No, not strawberry. Starburst pink candy. What's damn. You know, they have I think it was in California. They have like they have like Tent City. Is it called Tent City? It's a whole bunch of tents. I think it's called Tent City. I couldn't believe the type of women New Black was describing. There's the problem right there. That ain't me. I don't go out there nowhere hollering about, hey, bro. I don't do no shit like that. I don't know what I was saying. I lost consciousness right then. Oh, Lord. Anyway, y'all. Good luck. I'm trying to make me feel some kind of way. Good luck on that. It would never happen. It doesn't even follow logic, sweetie. Oh man, I don't know why that lady. You know, here's the thing, right? Most people with integrity and you know a decent, just decent people. They don't give a fuck about you reviewing and reacting to their videos, whatever, giving your opinion, because you see that people do that in different sectors and stuff like that. People don't give a damn. You know, they usually say they welcome the critiques and shit like that, but you know, you got a bunch of weak ass, follow the leader type motherfuckers right here, you know. And there's a way you review videos or whatever where, judging by your response, you're not jabbing at nobody, whatever, coming at nobody, unless that's what you know, That's what you want to do. Other than that, you're not. But that motherfucking wolf don't know how to do that. She got to like talk about the people in the motherfucker. Like, are you retarded or something? And I'm sure. You understand what I'm saying? You don't review nobody shit like that and talk about the goddamn people. Yeah, y'all notice. Well, not because I don't want y'all in it. But I noticed that the people won't allow me and talking about I'm lonely, I don't have no friends or family, whatever, are the main ones that come out here trying to seek attention and friends and relationships, on family and stuff like that from these motherfuckers out here. That's crazy. It would be the other way around. If I'm broke and I'm this, that, and whatever, I would be out here, asking for cash apps and trying to get paid memberships or whatever. Instead, I turn around and give out. You got a motherfucking broke ass bitch over there who can't give out damn $25 a month. I done did one for you. It's a lie. I mean, ain't nobody produced a child, nothing. Always talking about what they can produce. Well, better production. They want to criticize my goddamn receipts. I'm criticizing receipts. I don't want to do that. Hell, I ain't showed you all my goddamn awards and recognition and honors. You sick. You got motherfuckers jealous of ain't who I was, it's who I am. It's all me. The goddamn mayor. Oh yeah, I want to show y'all. Wow. Just be. Let me ask you, if you still in here, do you have any people that you hang out with over there, or do you keep in contact with your people, your friends and stuff over here? if you still in him. Let me show this. And this is the second person. And I got to do better than this here. These people be coming to town. I mean, you heard the other pretty Tony. His mama got on the phone. I miss you. I want to see you. You know, all that type of stuff. I got to do better. Those people really, you know, care and support whatever they accept me, you know, with my perfect self. I am with my flaws and all. You know, I be trying though, with my, you know, they say how I cut the food. I think it's so nice how Miss April is sharing our cookies channel. See, I like them type of people to have a disagreement with. Let me tell you. We have a disagreement. She said what she said. I didn't like it, and now I'm thinking about something. Thinking about that situation and the people. Oh, you have to put two and two together. It was another girl. Come to find out that died. Let me share her little tragic story. Then I'm gonna release y'all so I can get some sleep. Okay, come on, slow ass computer. River industry. That is what you are. Oh my gosh, this computer's moving so damn slow. I'm gonna tell me about this girl. And I want to try to pull up her obituary or something. Okay, let me show y'all this. And this girl is younger than I, and this guy named D. This guy named D. When I came to Medicare, that was the final time. The second time is when I went with Adrian. Final time is something different. And I was a manager there, right? So how young this girl was. Let me see if I can get her. And it just makes it just makes me more leery. I'm never doing a procedure outpatient in like one of their little offices and shit like that. If I got to be put to sleep, I'm going to the hospital. I don't give a damn. Let me see if I can get her obituary. Young girl. It was this boy. She's a coach by D. D trained me in Medicare. He is the one that flipped over on 295. This might be her. Yeah, it's got to be her, because if she's born in 79, I hope they have a picture up, because I want to see. Yep. Oh my God, they got the picture up, y'all. They got the picture up. They got the picture up. Oh my God. Okay. So let me show y'all. That's her. When I tell you, she named me Pinkies Up. She told me, honey, she's so sophisticated. She drink with her pinkies up. That's another nickname that Medicare had for me, Pinkies Up. Let me show you, y'all. We got to do better. We got to stay in touch with it. These are the people that really matter. I mean, you motherfuckers that is looking for, friendships and shit like all those type of relationships or family, whatever. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know why you can't have family with the ones that kin to you, whatever. And I'm not saying these people out here can't be considered a part of your life. Well, that's not what I'm saying. But you can do better. So, and my girl don't remember shit. All right. Y'all can see that. I feel so bad now. That's her. All right. I say, what was that girl's name who worked with me? Then she went to work with you, and I told you, she said I was bougie with my pinky up. Someone said something happened to her, but I think it's the wrong girl. She said, Lorraine, sure. And I said, no, she was black. I think her name is Monique. She was a slender girl. She said, I don't recall a Monique. I say, I know you have a bad memory sometimes, but do you remember the white girl you hired for me? And then the black girl that started working for you. What else I said? I can't see. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I was hoping. Money my ass kicked. You know what? In my desire to be perfect and get it right, I keep dropping the ball. I keep dropping the damn ball. All right, let me start over. I said, I know you have a bad memory sometimes, but do you remember the white girl you hired for me? And then the black girl that started working for you that came from Medicare? Y'all called me Pinkies Up to indicate that I was bougie. Okay? Do I have it all loaded? This is so sad. Well, I must be don't have it all up. And then I said, no, then she said Monique Reed. And then it said she passed before I left Jack's. And I said, what? It said, yes. Where's the rest of it? That's the end of it. Oh, there it is. And I was like, what? And she said, yes. I said, she was younger than you and I. She was so funny. She cracked me up when she told me that they all thought I was bougie with my pinky up until I went to lunch with them. I was like, oh my God, what happened? And she said, think someone said she had heart failure. She went into the hospital for one thing, and it led to another and another, and she never came out. And I said, oh my God, I can't believe it. Right? Now, this is the first time, this is my natural reaction. I didn't even, I just was, looking for the obituary. I can't do this. I can't keep finding out about people like this. People I know meant me some good and stuff like that. I can't. I'm still tripping. I mean, like Tawana went to, went to the beach on the weekends and rented out a room. And she was solid. Loved my child. Loved her. Every time she would get paid, she would give my child something. This is when I left that house and stayed in my cousin's house. That's when I met Tawanda. And Tawanda would do my child, because I told you I don't know how to braid. I barely don't know how to do hair. But my child has stayed done, right? Because she had long hair, long thick hair. So check this out, right? I'm gonna read this obituary. Like, I can't do this. It's some bullshit. I'm gonna get off here and cry. I'm talking about straight people. Okay. All right. It says Monique was born May 8th, 1979 in Jacksonville, Florida, to Mr. Alvin and Miss Sharon Reed. She attended the public school of Duval County and graduated from Andrew Jackson High School. No cousin that went to that school. And that's where that girl that I met through Yvette, that's when I started having the sex talks and stuff. That's where she graduated from. And she said she graduated in the class of 1997. Okay? 97, y'all. So that means she would have been 45 she turned 45 this month. Monique was an active band member and drum major. She loved to dance and could do a mean booty shake. Monique was employed at Carruthers Pediatric Group until she became ill. All who know Monique knew she fought a good fight and answered God's call on Sunday, August 11, 2019. She was preceded in death by her paternal grandmother, Haiti Reed. Monique leaves many loving and precious moments and memories with her son, Carlton Brinkley Jr., her parents, Alvin and Sharon Reed, sisters Tamika Ivy and Antoine and LaShawn Hartley. So that means Antoine must be dead too, because I think when they put you in the parentheses, that means that person is dead. Brother Alvin Reed Jr., maternal grandmother Martha Bell, Aunt Audrey Muller. Oh Lord. What Audrey name? Audrey M. Mahoney Mullins. Oh Lord. 4 nieces, Tiana Adriana LaShawn, and Parkia Stallings. I want to see some get into another Stallings. 3 nephews, John Swain, Kiara Abbott, and Josh Reed. 1 great nephew, Germani. 2 great nieces, Kalina Swain and Lauren Stallings. A host of cousins, other relatives, and sorrowing friends. Among them, best friends Tanya DeBose and Tamika Brooks. Monique Sean Reed passed away Sunday, August 11th, 2019. Lord have mercy. I can't believe that. That's her, y'all. That's exactly how her little face looks. So as you can see her skin, her complexion and stuff, she's one of those type people that's going to look young like that at probably 59. And when I tell you a damn fool, and when I tell you, wait a minute. I'm not weak, right? But y'all will have no clue how much even though you might not think so, and it will never be relevant around here, whatever, but I, attach myself to good people, or they attach themselves to me. We just we ride. My third bout in Medicare, right? Like I did play so many roles, right? But once I was known as what Humana used to call a resolver. I was one of the first people hired in that position, but it's one of those people that can go and clean up departments and things of that nature. When my third bout with Medicare, it was pretty white and pretty racist, right? And I get a chip on my shoulder when people try to come for my credentials and my records and stuff like that of what I don't know none of you motherfuckers, and I don't owe you. You don't know all the stories. You don't know even fucking 10% of them. I've been productive, just like most of you. But that third bout in Medicare, it was, racist. Now, I just left property. Okay. I just left property and I hadn't moved on, and it was this God, but and y'all do know that I have identified with the true good people in this segment, and I have. So I don't be talking about y'all, but I'm in tears. I can't believe that. I am not weak. I'm just, human. But God, send that young girl face like that. Mm-mm. Anyway, so it's always when you black and you have what you have behind you and you, whatever you connect to, whatever. Sometimes you don't have issues. That's just how this shit is. I told you, it's real racist down here. Well, my third bout with Medicare. That's this girl Monique. You have to go back and hear the story. But who way you stand out of open? So, but anyway, so she it was it was this, one of the managers was leaving, so we had this one white lady that was higher than I was, and it was another manager that was on my level. She was leaving. The only thing was different. Only reason why I got paid more and I'm had more responsibility is because I was a lawyer. So I was also doing the legal for Medicare. Honey. So when that white lady, the other white lady left, they had to reassign like the unit, right? Because she didn't, they know those people didn't have nobody to report to. So what they did, they tried to put me in another area, bring in not only place that other girl, bring in another one to replace me, but and have me in another area. It was lateral. It wasn't more responsibility and it wasn't less, but it was just have me off to the side somewhere. And I would have been put in a situation to where I'm learning yet something new. Then they have two brand new managers, and our manager didn't know shit. Monique was a supervisor, and see, I was the last in. So Monique had been there, although I had been to Medicare 2 prior times. This was my first cleanup mission, okay? Second time when I was there, I was in legal, doing the, just proofing the Medicare write-offs and shit like that, and all, correcting the, just correcting shit after the write-off and doing the collections and stuff like that. Now, and when I say collection, I wasn't collecting no money or anything like that. But with Medicare, as a government benefit, you cannot You have to get that billing right. You can't send those people a bill that they're not supposed to be paying and shit like that. It's different laws and rules and stuff. But y'all that have done insurance and shit like that, claims and things, y'all know what I'm talking about when it comes to Medicare and who, if they have a secondary, all that bullshit. What correct legal notice and amount they get, get sent out. But anyway, so Monique had stepped up and said that we was having a meeting. Monique said, "Wait a minute, why you gonna send Pinkies up over there for her to learn something new where she really don't know anybody? Y'all know the turnover over there is high. In a sense, setting me up, right? But I wasn't set up because I didn't do nothing but go over there, learn that shit, and turn it around. That's all I did. So, but anyway, she said, and we got, we just got her not too long ago, a perfectly well trained manager, 2-in-1 lawyer as well. And now you going to hire, get 2 other people. And she spoke up, and that's when you see character in people. That's when you see morals and integrity, and they stand on business, and they mean what they say and say what they fucking mean. And they and I'm a speak up type of person. I get that from my mama and my dad, right? Especially when somebody trying to fuck you, okay? And she, was angry. She had been there long enough to know how they get down, and she was upset. They was upset because, like I said, at first they thought I was bougie, coming there with my suits and briefcase and things of that nature, and Medicare. Certain parts of Medicare is the gutter, baby. And I'm not talking about ghetto or nothing like that. I'm talking about it's rough. You got to know. You would be surprised. Like a lot of the computer systems and stuff like that, the government uses and shit like that was old. Like in some offices and stuff like that, they were still using computers that had a back on it, honey. I swear for God. Still had a back on it. Archaic shit. When I had my daughter working for the government, she was like, "Oh my God, computers with a back on it, old shit." Okay, old ass shit. And she spoke up. And remember, I told you that story. When I told you how near I was in the bushes and I saw how near spoke up for me with Sid Bo, and she was telling Sid Bo to leave me alone. And then how I was in Levi's bushes and I saw how Mo said, leave Angela. Angela's not here. Leave her out of that. She an innocent person. I pay attention to something simple as that. I feel like, I can fuck with people like that. That's a good person. You doing shit one that ain't popular, and 2 you don't have to do, and 3 you thinking about my goddamn ass. So, but yeah. Oh my God, I swear I done turned into the worst crybaby ever. I done cried so much since I've been here. Since I've been on this earth, and that's including when I was a baby. Let me find Tawanda's obituary. She died. I can't believe I left that girl a message, and oh my God, what's Tawanda's last name? Oh, good. Young, you see how young these people are. That's why foolishness and fucking with people and stuff like that. We gotta do better than this. What are you getting out of it? And now we're gonna have to start asking ourselves, what are we getting out of it to respond? Let these motherfuckers do whatever. Yeah, here's Tawanda. Told you she died 2019. These people are almost 10 years younger than I am. This is insane. Good person. Only habit she had, she smoked them damn cigarettes. Other than that, and it wasn't nothing. They could, but the one could ask that I wouldn't, do. She had gotten, sick. He started on Job Corps Center. Furthering her education, she returned for the past several years. Tawanda was a customer service representative for Avon. Tawanda's Christian experience began at Corinthians Baptist Church in Philadelphia, where she regularly attended for the first 19 years of her life until the family relocated, moving first to the state of Georgia and later to Jacksonville, Florida, where she resided for most of her life. Having affiliated with several churches in the Jacksonville area, the report of those whom she served under was always the same: faithful. At the time of her demise, she was a member of Kingdom of God Outreach Ministries under the leadership of Pastor Matthew and Prophetess Julia Spahn. Tawanda departed this life much too soon on Thursday, January 31st, 2019. Those left to cherish fond memories include a sister, Celestine Gregg of Philadelphia, PA, Aunt Clarissa Walton of Jacksonville, Florida, her godmother, Laura English, God sisters, Keisha Crawford and Lynette Crawford, both of Philadelphia, PA, goddaughter, Aaliyah Ross, godson, Emerson Shipman Jr., both of Jacksonville, Florida, and a host of cousins, friends, and her church family, all of whom will miss her dearly. The funeral service for Tawana Michelle Walton was held on 30 Tuesday, February 5th, 2019. And you know, so funny that day that I was loaning this person money. That's when I had passed by on the live. And I said, I want to still live. And I was turning the corner, I was going to say, I said, ooh, you know, this Main Street. I don't know if she still stay here. I was like, I can't go in the hospital. I can't do that. Mom, enough of this sad shit. Let me take my sad shit stuff to sleep. I appreciate y'all. You have no idea how much we have to get this shit together for me. And stop being so mean and hateful to one another. Y'all understand? Alright. Peace out. Yeah, Devian, I am. That girl's face. Oh my God, it's just Monique's face is just how I remembered it, and I knew she was gonna have one of those faces, and with that skin that they just don't age. It just don't age. I knew it, and what happened to her. Oh my God. Man. That just. Man, okay, well, let me get off here. All right, y'all. I sure do appreciate y'all. And as always, make sure you do something good for yourself and someone else. And I will try to catch y'all. I already have the latest P. Diddy's lawsuit. And maybe I'll get to read them. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the day after. But anyway. All right. Y'all be safe. Thank y'all as always.